My name is Ron Ryder and I'm a chemistry student at Cal State San Marcos. My interests lie, I'm going to grad school in July and at UCI for a chemical and materials physics program. So my interests lie along the materials side, which started here. CSUSM, the professors really try to bring all aspects of real-world events into their classrooms. We read articles, we talk about current events. So anything in our upper division classes that relates to anything that we're learning about and any research that's going on in the real world all gets tied in. So we get a nice clean view because all the professors like to keep up with the current events in science. The College of Science and Math really does try to give the students every opportunity they can to succeed in their careers here at Cal State and also in their future career goals. All the professors, they are willing to talk to you at any time. They shoot them an email, come talk to their office hours. They really do commit themselves to their jobs. They're always available for students. And they try to get you on the right track throughout your education so that you can get a good job. You can go to grad school, you can go into industry, and so that you can do whatever it is that you want to do with your education. The faculty always want you to have the best opportunities that you can. They'll encourage you through classes, when you come to office hours and you do your research. Every opportunity they have, they try to make the best of every opportunity to teach you as much as they possibly can so that when you graduate, you have a great foundation to build your knowledge off of. So when you go into industry or you go into further academic ambitions, you are ready. You have a great background in chemistry. What motivates me is the intellectual challenge. I love being constantly challenged on a day-to-day basis through my classes, through my research. CSUSM has great opportunities here. The upper division classes are challenging. They do provide a great tool to students to gauge their understanding of their field. So it's great to constantly go into class every day and be learning something new, something that you did not know before. And it translates perfectly into research, where when you go into the lab and you try something and it doesn't work, you learn something new. Even if it doesn't work, every time you go into the lab, you learn something new every day. What it takes for a student to be successful at CSUSM is hard work, determination, and they have to have a real drive for their chosen field of interest. If they say, oh, I like chemistry, but I'm not really interested in pursuing a career, they're not going to do well. So the important thing is to them to stay focused, to keep up, go to class, keep up with the work, ask their professors questions, and constantly be keeping themselves challenged on an intellectual basis day to day. CSUSM is very unique in that class sizes here are very small. You get to know your professors and they get to know you very well. My science classes had 20 people in them when I got to the upper division. My professors knew every person in that room. They knew their strengths, they knew their weaknesses, they knew exactly how to teach everyone in that room so that everyone got the maximum amount of information out of every session. So it really provides a great foundation when every time you go into class, you're not one of 500, you're one of 20. And it translates well right into research. Our research groups are no more than 10 people per professor, so everyone gets to know everyone very well. We all work together, and it's really a great program when you can be so close and tight-knit that you know everybody, they know you, and you can all succeed together. College of Science and Math has done a great job in preparing me in their rigorous curriculum, the research opportunities. All the classes that I've taken, I've been able to apply at least one, if not multiple concepts that I've taken away and apply it to real world life, to apply it to internships, to future applications. It's been really great that everything that I've taken out of these classes, I can make real world connections. And same thing goes for research. Everything that I'm learning in the lab, it all comes together, and once you get up to the other division, you get to see how all of these concepts, and not only chemistry but mathematics and physics and biology, everything interrelates. Undergraduate research works by you go around to all the professors in your field of interest, and you go through kind of a mock-up interview, and they tell you what they work on, what spots they have available, and you get to pick which research group you like to work with, and you pretty much get your own project, or you can go on and join a project with one of the other students. And for about 6 hours per week for 2 semesters, you're in the lab working and getting hands-on experience with instruments, with people, with all these things that are very, very helpful in going into the industry or going to future academic goals. So undergraduate research is really a great tool that gives students a lot more versatility when they want to go into the workforce. Students, most of the time when students are having research, they're encouraged to attempt the problems on their own, trying to find solutions and work on their own to try to get towards their overarching goal in their research. But when they're stuck or when they need guidance, they go and approach the professor and they say, what do I do? How do I approach this problem so that maybe we can find a better solution? Or can I fine tweak my experiment so that maybe we can get better results than how I was doing it before? So the student-faculty relationship is really great in that if you want to be independent and you want to do your own research, you can definitely do that. They'll let you do independent research and publish your own paper. Or if you're looking for a little bit more hands-on and guidance, they're totally okay with that too. They come in and they'll come into the lab with you and go through a dry run with everything and tell you exactly how you do it so that you can have a better foundation to build off of so that your research is more successful. A project that I've worked on is in biomineralization with Dr. Schmidt. He is trying to mimic how mollusks and other creatures, they precipitate calcium carbonate shells. His lab works to try to mimic that process and see if we can find the mechanism behind it. My research worked on developing an instrument that'll measure the concentration of ions in solution while calcium carbonate precipitation was going on. So if we set up an experiment with calcium and carbon dioxide, and we let it crystallize, we can measure the ion concentration that over time, over a weekend, and log that data into an Excel spreadsheet so that we can examine it later on. I really do love this program. I never thought that I went to school for about 4.5 years here. I started back in 2008. I never thought that I would be here right now. I never thought that I would have been able to get this great education that Cal State's offered me. We're not known as a big science and math school, but I feel that that's even better because our program makes it so that you can have the hands-on experience, you can have the mentors and the professors, they know who you are, and you get to build a lot of relationships that are really, really great to have further on. So I think that our program is very unique in that we have a lot more freedom to pursue our own interests in this program.